Welcome to another First Look, where I take a gander at some of the up-and-coming indie games that are on my radar. My name is Drunkonlife, and today's game is a little gem called Festival Tycoon, a game in which you create and manage your own music festivals. Think Fire Festival, or Burning Man, or whatever other festival you youngins are listening to and watching and going and hanging out at today. But anyway, you get to be a tycoon. You get to build your own, book your own bands, and do all sorts of stuff. The game was just released on Steam as an early access game. It's made by one developer. You can get it for $9. Link is in the description below for anyone interested in straight up buying this or putting it on your wish list. Now, it is an early access, so it's a little bit rough around the edges, but I really like the premise, and I was thinking about this. I was thinking, wow, wouldn't it be cool if we could actually have, like, this, like, I don't know, in, like a Tycoon game in kind of like a Tycoon fashion. This is a little bit different. It's a little bit more artsy-fartsy, but I really dug it. So I've been playing this for about 5 hours now. As you can see, this is my Drunk's company, $13,694. If I wanted to start all over from scratch, I could actually do that. I could start a new company right here. It's going to give you $7,500, and you can choose your company logo. There's all sorts of like little like avatars or whatever that you can choose, as well as the company color, as well as the company name. Now, there's other things you can do with this. I imagine he's going to be kind of fixing this up pretty well. But we're going to go ahead and start a new game. Is there anything that I should show here before I do this? This is my previous festival. I was actually doing this for you guys, and I realized that I wasn't recording my vocals. So this is take two. Sandbox mode, you can build a festival without restrictions, or you can do like what I guess their campaign mode. Now, there is content that's coming soon. Once again, this is an early access, so we'll see what happens. As you can see, it's build 0.10.0, so it's in really early access. Now, there are 3 locations right now. I hope he adds more to them. You can do Silch Sareg, which is a small piece of land located a couple miles north of St. Clair's in the southern part of Wales. This actually costs nothing to build in. It's 48 by 48. There's a little like Stonehenge thing in the middle that you can kind of mess around with. The second one is Greenfield, which is an open space for a large festival. It's 64 by 64. It's going to cost you 10,000 buckaroos to get it done. It takes 2 days for the festival duration. These are actually... They say that it's 1 day, but actually it's a day of getting there, a day of actual music, and then a day of departure. So it's really 3 days. I imagine that would mean that wouldn't be 2 days, it'd be 4 days. But anyway, I digress. The festival duration for the Rust and Dust, which I think is kind of like Burning Man, it's going to be 31,500. It's a big festival, and it actually, it's actually... The hard part about this, about the bigger the festivals are, is you're going to have to manage things live when the festival's actually going. So there's like 2 parts to this game. One is actually building and like actually plotting around and doing all the things that you would expect, like getting vendors and putting them in spots and like tents and things like that. And the second part is when the actual festival is happening, you got to do things for that as well. Let's go ahead and create something in Silch Sareg. And I'll kind of show you all the different things in this, and then we'll I'll probably speed up a lot of the building, but I just want to show you all the different things that you can do. So there's all sorts. This is the menu right here for like heat maps and things like that. Down here is our build map. We're going to do the tent area. The tent area is going to be the amount of people that you can have. So the larger the tent area, the more people that you can have in your thing. If you're using the, the tutorial, is right here, it would actually give you tell you things that you needed to do. First, for instance, the first thing it's going to tell you is to do a small entrance. Next one will be a tent area, and then you'll eventually have to go into accommodations like toilets and showers and stuff like that. Obviously, this is a day trip, so you're not going to really need much of anything. Food and drinks, a little bit. I imagine he's going to do more to this. The wine bar and like the beach bar, I could only imagine is going to be make things a lot harder as far as like security and stuff. People get drunk. Next thing you know, they're going to want to be fighting. Those boys be wanting to fight. There's activities that you're going to do. That's another thing they're going to ask you to put down. You can do a photo booth, rodeo machine, trampoline, bumper cars, and all sorts of stuff to keep your little concert goers happy. There's also a souvenir shop, a merch shop, and a supermarket, which I haven't really got into. A medium stage and a small stage. We'll be starting on a small stage as well. And this is all backstage stuff. A lot of different bands have different requirements. You're going to have to fulfill those requirements according to that. It's not just this either. It has to do with things like some of them want larger festivals. Some of them want a better festival rating. There's all sorts of stuff. Management right here is you have the medical tent, the security tent, and the waste management are what you're going to need in the lease, which we'll end up getting into that, as well as the billboards and stuff. These are the lighting and the billboards, the floodlights, all that stuff. That's going to actually allow you to satisfy your sponsors. Your sponsors are going to be what's going to be making this whole thing tick. Now, finally, there is or I say finally, but there's crowd control. You're going to have to build fences. You can kind of like corral people to go into certain areas or to keep them out of certain areas. And finally, there's decorations. Now, most of these games, decorations don't really mean anything. But in this particular game, it actually does mean stuff. It affects the ratings of the different buildings and stuff. You can actually improve the ratings, and this becomes really important. And I'll explain that here later on. There's tickets, which we don't really have much. Total market size right now is 167 to 250. That's about as big as we can get. We can place down tents up to about 250. And that's a shit show. You don't want to do that. I've learned that I had this great idea. I was like, hey, you know what if I just make it a bunch of tents and just a couple drink stations and a food stations, throw down a few toilets and just call it a day with a stage? How would that work? And it just turned into a complete shit show. There's also sponsors right here. You can go through the sponsored browsers. This right here is sponsor points. Those are points that you're going to use to put their name all over the thing. You're going to put them on ATMs. You're going to put them on your stage. You're going to put them all over, and they're going to get. You're going to need to get enough things to satisfy their stuff. In return, they're going to give you things like grants that you can actually do stuff. This, for instance, this guy right here. If we were going to do this guy does not want any folk bands booked, and we've actually fulfilled that because we haven't booked any bands, but we'll be doing that later on. Now we can filter down to type. We can actually get free bands right here. Like for instance, this is this particular exhibit music is offering a range remarkable temperature for free. By signing this band with this sponsor, you automatically book the indicated band for free. The band has requirements but no needs, so that's kind of important. And this right here is provide associate for free. And the band has requirements but no needs as well. And finally, Music Pulse right here, the range remarkable temperature. Is that the same guy? It is. And they're not going to pay you anything, but they're going to give you this. Now, this is going to actually is a really good offer. A associate for free. Okay, let's go look and see what A associate for free is going to do. Now, this is the band browser. We have different bands that we can choose: metal, rock, folk, hip-hop, techno, and EDM. What was the name of that? Arrange or something? I don't know what the name of that was. Let's check it out again. That was A Associate. I'm just curious about this because this is the first time I've seen something like this. Let's see what they're going to require. They're a folk band. Their popularity is nothing. $245 is their price. That's the reason why they're offering this, by the way. We could actually take a look at them right here and see, as you can see, bands have needs too. They want a 1.19 festival rating, which isn't going to be really hard to do. We might end up going ahead and just doing all folksy type stuff because we got the salad, we got the cigarette cry. Let's see what all these guys are wanting. This guy wants a makeup trailer. These guys want a backstage RV, which we can do. So we have 3 of them. Let's see the genre real quick before we do this. Yeah, so we could actually go ahead and make a really, really nice festival for this. Get A Associate, and maybe this one's 20.8K. We could actually, let's go ahead and grab our sponsor. Hell yeah, that's 17.9. We'll go ahead and do that. The request, they want a rock band book. They want A Associate assigned to the stage. So we can do both of those things. We will do that. 17,900 grant. So let's go ahead and confirm that. 30,000 started. Let's go ahead and start building. And I'm not going to talk through all this. You can just kind of see it, and then I'll explain it when we come back. All right, so I've gotten pretty much everything covered here. Let's see. I've got food and drink. I've got a camera shop. I got an ATM. We have one group of janitors here. I have a daily cost worker for this. That's security. I have I forget what this is right here. This is a what do you call it? It's a mechanic, so it's going to fix down broken things. I got a warehouse that's going to supply stuff, and I have a medical as well. So we have like all the things. We just need to start booking bands now. Let's go ahead and get our sponsors covered up right here. This is Vet Music. We'll just go ahead and grab this. That's 20. There we go. It looks like we're going to be all right here. 45 out of 87. There we go. And a photo booth, that's 50. That music, there we go. Large billboard, there we go. 90 out of 87. So we've gotten our sponsors. They're going to be happy because we have lots of things for them to do. Vet Music. There's Vet Music everywhere. And we also need to go ahead and set up our lineup as well. We have the associates right here. We're just going to go ahead and move them down. We'll put them, let's go ahead and like take a look at like some of the things that we need to do. What is our guy here? Associate there, our folk music. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all the different folk musics that we have. I've already gone by genre. And there we are, 0 to 2. Local is 2 to 4. Let's see. Let's go to local first. There's no local folk bands. Unknown. All of these guys are unknown. So that's fine because that's going to be the bulk work. 1.96. It makes sense. It makes sense that no one's going to know who these guys are. See what their requirements are. These guys want a green room. These guys want a green room. These guys want a backstage RV. And these guys want a backstage RV. And these guys want a makeup trailer. So we need a green room, a backstage RV, and a makeup trailer. Let's go ahead and get those started right here. And then we'll do our early bird sales and see where we stand in terms of that kind of stuff. Let's go over here. All right, so we have our RV, we have our green room, and our backstage trailer. Hopefully they can get through here. I'm just assuming they can, but I mean, maybe I'm wrong for saying that. The scenery is minus 0.77, so we're going to have to figure out like all the scenery. That's going to be the next step before we go ahead. Let's go ahead and grab all these guys now. Search. Come right here. We'll go ahead and grab these. These 2.4K. We'll go ahead and book these guys. Their needs are fulfilled. They want a 1.74. That's all right. We'll get there. We'll get there. Another 2.7. Their needs are fulfilled. We'll go ahead and get them there. 2.4. We'll just do an entire folk festival here. Perfect. All right. Great. So we have a few. Let's see. Associate is not satisfied. Why are they not satisfied? Oh, yeah. We also have to do one rock band as well. 1.19, the festival rating. Oh, yes. We also need to. Let's go ahead and set these guys up. We're going to do this according to popularity here. Points. We'll go ahead and grab this right here. Move these guys down to right there. 0.37. 1.42. Go right there. 1.81, 1.74 will come right here. 1.888, we'll go ahead and do this right here. And these are our headliners right here. And finally, we'll also, what is this? 1.81. We'll move them down here. So that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and grab one more. We need some sort of rock act as well to satisfy our sponsor right now. I think that, where is it? Where is our sponsor? Not fulfilled because they have a rock band as well. So we'll go ahead and give them a rock band. If they want a rock band, we'll give them a rock band. Let's come over here. We'll do rock, and maybe we can find a local. Yeah, so we have a couple locals right here. I wonder. Let's just is that it? No, we got some big ones. So we'll just do a relatively unknown. This 1.7K, the Soft Pleasures Suck Lab. And what do they need? Super Hungry needs catering, okay? What about these guys? Wants a separate entrance. So we'll go ahead and grab these guys right here. Confirm that. And we still need a caterer. That's 1.42. We'll go ahead and get them on opening day right there. They can look at that. The music rating is 10.6. We got a genre rating of 0.85. Festival rating of 9.0. It's looking pretty good. Our festival lineup is looking pretty good. These guys might not be so happy, but we had all the things that we need to be done, with the exception of a catering. So we'll go ahead and get catering done as well. I'm just wondering, can we come maybe right here? We might have to move this sign. Let's just go ahead and move this sign. And we'll get catering right next to it. Right there. There we go. So we got catering, we got the RV, we got everything. Everything's all taken care of. We're going to have to possibly move some more of our, get our billboard back up, which we're going to do right now. Stick this right here, just like that, and get our catering, our billboard people happy again. There we go. 110 out of 87. God, they got to be super happy, right? It looks like we're good to go. See, everything has been taken care of. Feels good now. We are ready to rock and roll. We can actually start this up pretty quick. Let's set up something over on this side as well. What should we do? We have 4,000. Let's go ahead and get our early bird tickets up. Let's see. Max tickets are 64. There's not a lot of demand for any of this. 73% for $174 a ticket. You could actually drop this down. And we're going to batch out, I don't know, 60. We have, that is a lot of people that we're trying to appease here. Let's go with maybe 30 tickets. That's like probably about half. Market size times demand times price, $43,000 if we can get it for $235 a ticket. Let's go ahead and sell them. See what happens. Now, sometimes they will all sell, sometimes they won't. Let's see what this folk festival looks like. We got 28 tickets sold. That's good. So we were able to actually increase our stuff by 87.56. I think the other thing is maybe to add a couple more. Let's go ahead and grab some relaxation. We'll stick that over, I don't know, right over here. There we go. Let's that will cover that, and maybe also do a phone charger. It's going to give us a little bit of a noise, but that's okay. Go right here, just like that, and maybe also, let's see, noise. It's pretty noisy. No noise there. No noise there. And that's kind of noisy too. We'll move that over here. Just like that. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. We need one more ATM over here. Maybe so. Let's go ahead and get an ATM as well. Make sure that everything's still copacetic as far as our scenery. We got a couple problems right here, but that's not a big deal. We can actually fix that up. We will go ahead and throw a cactus or two over here. Maybe a flower bed. Get some things that will affect noise here. Still got a red over there. This probably has to do with noise. That's what I'm going to guess. But so we're going to get a bush over here as well. There we go. Perfect. We're ready to rock and roll now. The building out of everything. So people are going to come in here. They're going to come out this way. We could actually build more stuff over here. I just don't know if I want to or not. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and kind of flesh this out a little bit. All right, so I got my mechanics all situated, my security guards all situated, my janitors all situated, and now we're just going to wait and see. We're waiting for all our guys are going ahead and setting up all the tourists. Now they're going to come out here. Hopefully we have enough people to actually do stuff here, as far as like they're able to like clean up and now do all that kind of junk. It's I've had problems with this all the way for the last few times that I played. And look at these guys all jumping around, being all happy and stuff. That feels good, baby. That feels good. And we're just gonna see what our itinerary is for the day. So they both arrive. Soft Pleasure, a associate arrives. We still got these guys arriving. The Salad arrives. Unlawful Operate Bio arrives. Landscaper arrives, and then the concert starts. So this is good. This is the first day, and like I said, it starts off like the first day is with people just kind of hanging out and stuff. We have toilet clogged pipes in the toilet. Let's go ahead and take care of that. We shouldn't have as many problems with like things breaking down as much, because we did hire mechanics this time around. The last time that I played this, I didn't hire any mechanics, and man, this thing was going off the chain trying to get me to do stuff. It was really stupid. We're going to wait for these guys to arrive. Here comes the next band right now. Welcome in. And welcome in. Here we go. And let's see what the social feed has to say for us. Just came back. Very dirty. Did they forget the janitors? Yeah, I haven't figured out. The game is pretty unforgiving when it comes to trash. There's not really much we can do about it. You can do a lot of micromanaging by moving janitors around and having them clean up and stuff. But, I mean, this is just like one of those deals. There we go. Welcome in, Cigarette Cry. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. Hope you enjoy the catering and the green room and all the stuff that we have arranged for you. Here comes Mr. Tambourine Man. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Enjoy your green room, my friend. And there's our music right there. It's the rock band first. And now the folk. Look at these guys all like banging their heads to some good old folk music, like some Woody Guthrie or something. That actually sounds a little bit like Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan started off in folk, but he eventually moved on to rock, and I think he even played around with techno. Here comes another guy. This is a good folk festival now, ain't it? Look at this. News 24 is reporting that this is excellent quality. And it's awesome. Fantastic show at this year's. They're saying that it could be the best festival of the season. My goodness, man. I need to quit my day job and become a band promoter or something. All right, so our guys are finally starting to leave. They're going to pack up and head on home. The festival's over. I'm not going to worry about these clogged pipes because it's over. It's done. We can actually end the festival now. It ends in 7 hours, but we're not going to even worry about that. Just move right into it, and we're going to see what our scores are for this particular season. Festival rating was 9.01. We got 2,254 points. Satisfaction rating was 0.86 out of 1. So that's pretty good. 1,282 points. Our festival profit was $19,186 with 480 points. Bands were there were 7 of them, 3,150 points, and they were all satisfied. That's very nice. We did miss minus 500 for sponsors. I do not know what that means. And as you can see, this is the global score. You can actually do it with just friends. I'm number 158. Not quite the number 1 like I would expect to be, but whatever. We'll move right into here. The bands will show what all happened. These guys were not satisfied. They're not going to say what it is. Very dirty. They weren't very happy with that. A host admit vacation wasn't happy, but an unlawful chapter, that rock band was actually really happy. Look at that change in price. They actually are moving up in price. Look at this, 57.7K. Wow, that's crazy. And they just went up in popularity as well, 6.72. Man, they had like a lot of stuff going on. They should have been happy. These guys were happy right here. A Associate was happy. Cigarette Cry was happy. The Salad was happy. Were these guys not happy? I mean, they got catering. What more can you ask for, right? So our company reputation is still a 10. I think that's a 10 out of 10. You can go down. I don't think you can go up any higher, but I'm not 100% sure. So the next screen, it's going to show you all the things that are going on in this little virtual world. Amazing show by Dark East. Played an amazing show. It's a pleasure to be there for me, for the fans, and for the band. So that was the season wrap-up for them. The worst album for Weekly Law Midnight article so far. They dropped in popularity and their price came down. So we could actually get them at a bargain basement price the next time that they, if we decided we want to play. There's a wildly successful tour for The Salad. The Salad actually was, I think we had those guys. They managed to gain a lot of new fans. 10,000, it went from 1,390 to 10,506. Wow, so we actually can watch bands as they kind of go rise and fall according to this little world here for Festival Tycoon. Mark Gillum joined the Anybody, is now fixed part of the band, replacing Grant Ramsey. The other members like that a lot. So the popularity went up for those guys. And here's some of our sponsors. Their reputation went up for Bank Raider. Acquittal, well paid, paid all required taxes, said court. The sponsor quality's gone up and the reputation's gone up for these guys. And that's pretty much it. This is it in a nutshell. This is Tycoon or Festival Tycoon. Early access still, so a lot might be to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, you can always give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel. It helps. It always helps. I do a lot of Project Zomboid videos, but I also do these first looks every once in a while, as well as simulation games, because I like this stuff, man. What can I say? What can I say? If you like the game, you can always check the link down in the description below and either put it on your Steam wish list or purchase it straight out for $9. My name's Drunkonlife. I'll see you guys on the Flizz Eye. Bo shizzle. Bye-bye, y'all.